intense efforts are underway to douse the wildfire in Dzüko Valley, which continues to create concern in Manipur. The Indian Air Force carried Bambi Bucket operations once again today in a bid to douse the fire which continues to rage on since the last 5 days. In the ongoing effort to douse the wildfire, the Special Corps is closely coordinating with the various departments and personnel engaged in the firefighting operations. The Indian Army and Assam Rifles are also providing all possible assistance to the NDRF teams involved in the fire dousing operations. Meanwhile, a combined team consisting of 59 NDRF personnel, 35 SDRF personnel, 32 personnel of Manipur Fire Service and Manipur Police personnel are also engaged in firefighting in the hill ranges of Dzüko in Senapati district. And these are exclusive visuals on your screens of the ongoing firefighting operations in the affected area where the Bambi Bucket operations is on. Intense efforts are underway to douse the wildfire in a Dzüko Valley, which continues to create concern in Manipur. The NDRF and the SDRF team and the Indian Air Force have carried out the Bambi Bucket operations once again today in a bid to douse the fire, which continues to rage on since the last 5 days. Two visuals on your screens, viewers. One, efforts by the NDRF team to douse the fire, and the other screen shows you the Bambi Bucket operation by the Indian Air Force. And in the ongoing effort to douse the wildfire, the Spear Corps is closely coordinating with the various departments and personnel engaged in the firefighting operations. The Indian Army and Assam Rifles are also providing all possible assistance to the NDRF teams involved in the fire dousing operations. Meanwhile, a combined team consisting of 59 NDRF personnel, 35 SDRF personnel, 32 personnel of Manipur Fire Service and Manipur Police personnel are also engaged in firefighting in the hill ranges of Dzüko in Senapati district. So exclusive visuals of the ongoing firefighting operations on your screens in the affected area. So two visuals on your screens, viewers. One which shows the NDRF and the SDRF team continuously there to rage on the fire, where the fire is raging on and they are on the efforts to douse the fire. And on the other screen, you can visualize the Bambi Bucket operations, which is being done by the Indian Air Force. The NDRF continue to carry out these operations, and this is exclusive visuals on your screens, viewers. The firefighters continue operations in Dzüko Valley. Indian Air Force continues operation, local volunteers assist in operations, and fire continues to rage on in Dzüko Range. Indian Army and Assam Rifles provide all possible assistance to NDRF teams involved in fire dousing operations. All right, my colleague Sharat Chandra joins us over the phone line to give us the latest on this big story. Well, Sharat, what is the latest update? Have the firefighters been able to contain the inferno to an extent?
Yeah, well, Puja, so far as the content of this wildfire is concerned, yes, continuous effort is on, and still the fire is on. The level-based effort has been put from the firefighting group from Manipur. This also assisted by the Manipur police personnel. And above all, they are also giving help from the local volunteers of this Mao area. Mao area comes under Manipur side, and it is also adjoining with the Nagaland, and Mao comes under the Senapati district. And this Senapati district administration, under the supervision of L. Dzüko, who is the Manipur government PHED minister, is supervising the whole operation very closely. And above all, the Chief Minister and Biren Singh is also monitored the whole operation from his office. And I also want to mention to viewer that Manipur Chief Minister on 31st of December 2020 have already had a stock of the situation through this aerial survey. And after that, he also had a telephonic talk with the Union Home Minister. Union Home Minister also assured all kind of possible help from the central side. And right now, yes, the Indian Air Force, this helicopter having the Bambi Bucket are just throwing the water from the above and trying to douse the fire. But the prime concern, main concern is the fire is spreading towards the southern and the western side.
Okay.
On the eastern side, on the Nagaland side, it is almost controlled. But in the Manipur side, that is western and the southern side is concerned. Fire is spreading, and the main concern is many thick forests are locating in the area. Once this wildfire reaches the place, then it will be very difficult. So the main effort is to douse the fire before reaching the wildfire into the thick jungle and affecting the inhabited areas in Manipur, Puja.
Sharad, are the nearby villages still vulnerable?
You see, that is a main concern because from Manipur side, this NDRF, SDRF, and also the firefighting personnel and Manipur police, assisted by this local volunteer of this Mao Student Union, have already been rushed in the area and already erected base camps and closely monitoring and fighting the wildfire. So their main concern is to stop the wildfire before reaching the inhabited areas in Manipur part. Though Dzüko Valley is located within the territory of this Nagaland and Manipur, and some part are in Nagaland, and vast part of this Dzüko Valley lies on Manipur side. So this is the Dzüko Valley is very important site for both the state Nagaland and Manipur, and this is a tourist attract place in a very high altitude, Puja.
And Sharad, is the state planning to send in more personnel to the affected site?
You see, so far as this additional reinforcement is concerned, from Manipur side, the additional reinforcement has already been put on service. And yes, if the fire cannot stop in the days to come, then I think Manipur government is also planning to send some more this additional forces so that this wildfire can be dealt with very effectively, Puja.